Yeah, my name is Oliver Gerstheimer. I'm the founder and design director of Chilli, a creative think tank. And we create here with my team since now exactly 20 years a lot of new digital interaction projects, and so we get in touch with user experience. For my background, I'm a product designer and I studied sustainability and innovation management at the university in Kassel. I'm a thinking craftsman in the UX. Yeah. Thank you very much for the invitation to be part of the jury, and of course it's a big critical platform to decide the excellence in user experience, and so I'm proud and happy to be part of the jury zoo. And I would like to have good discussions, and I would like to engage for a more open design and experience term, because user experience is sometimes just in one corner in some minds, and maybe just in the digital corner, maybe just in the hardware corner or something like that. And I hope we could discuss and form and coin this term, challenging all the projects. Good experience design is for me a three-dimensional space. So it's like UX with a little number 3 above, and a potential. So the first part is the visible user experience or experience. So we have on interfaces and tactile or narrative interaction with something. The second part is more the business model behind the contextual model, the data model, and how you can make people happy, or how you can generate intelligent feedbacks, or how you can avoid things because the system in total is more intelligent than before just tackling something or just pushing a button. For me, more important are the invisible plannings and experiences. So the experience is not a surface part. We have really contextual analysis, and invisible user experience is the underlying mission and purpose of good experience design. And that's not a funny thing or a happy-making thing. So it's a really serious thing to bring in design in a very sustainable way. And this kind of purpose is important, and we have to watch out for that in the jury, and of course for everybody who is creating good experiences. I think if you go closer to a project, it's totally important to talk about the additional small arguments, the small smart designs and small experience. So it's like a little story. If you're opening up something, it's an unpackaging story, or it's a really user journey story, or it's a story why the idea is coming up. And I think criteria are much more deeper than the typical happiness or money-making criteria we all know. And not everything is sustainable on this planet, but it has to be in a way. But sometimes some solutions have other positive impacts. And so we have to watch out for very small criteria and optimizations, and we have to take a look on contextual things. And so the criteria thing is more complicated, we can imagine. Yeah, there are a couple of apps which bring me some feedbacks and which challenge my behavior. I like very much, so because you get some overview about you, but this is just one part. If there is too much data about yourself, it's not the right way for a good experience. So it's a very short-sighted experience. For me, a very surprising experience was a new product from the company Horl, how to sharpening knives, because I love doing everything with a sharp knife, but I'm not very good in sharpening them. So I have this stone for doing it, and I have not the right angle, and normally I have not sharp knives. And this is a really cool user experience, because you have a little piece and put your knife there with magnetic, and then you just roll the sharpening roll, and so it's after a couple of seconds it's really sharp, and it's a really nice experience. And so one evening I did nothing else 4 hours than sharpening through all my knives. So, and I think this is if you love doing it, it's the best criteria that it's a great experience. And so sometimes the true craftsman and tangible parts are the bigger experiences than the digital.